Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader training room for Tuesday, April the 8th, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. This is our only session today, so we're done with the disclosure. That looks like probably a valid trade. And unfortunately would be a full loss on the micro NQ or micro Russell to start us off this morning. YM going too far, so we'll have to wait for a new setup there. Markets have been pretty active this morning. Trying to keep up with the charts even in pre-market has been challenging. Crude unfortunately suffered 2 losses this morning. First trade goes for a full loss. 22 tick risk, 44 tick loss. Second trade just touches the entry and then goes for a full loss at another 22 ticks. So down 88 on the day, and that is a stop. End of session. Unleaded takes a full stop out on its first trade of the morning. That was a get in sync. 57 tick risk, 114 tick loss on 2 positions. Then we get a break even long. Actually, that gets target 1. 33 ticks for target 1 traders, 2 ticks for target 2 traders. That was actually more than 2, it looks like. Pick up 446 to 449. So 6 ticks, 3 tick trailer, 2 position, 6 tick net. Picked up 33 plus 3, 36 for target 1 traders. So you're down down 78 on target 1, down 118 on target 2. And then nailing is short. YM going too far on the short side. Still going to be waiting for a new setup. That would have been a target 2. But target 1 was less than 20 ticks. Market is open. There's our stop out. Yeah, way too fast to catch that short on the micro Russell. Soybeans with a long trade, it looks like. 03 S6. Yeah, that looks like we probably are in that. It pulled back to the entry a second time. And right up there at target 1. In fact, we just got target 1. So this will be a one and done session for soybeans. That's frustrating. When I don't pick up the line, I won't move the whole chart. I am bouncing around rather rapidly, but taking a loss on that trade. No trade on the prior short, so we have a loss. Definitely get in this trade and take it for a win. 29 ticks on target. Partial trailer, that's going to get us most of the way back, and now we get another stop, another loss on the long side. So we have 2 losses. There's another long trade. Unleaded and crude, both in short trades. We are at money management and crude. Now, crude's not in the trade. We're done with the crude session. There's a target 1 win and a trailer. That should get us positive. No, that's right. So we're in the short here. Actually, no, we're not in the short. That one was too fast to execute. Soybeans picks up target 2. New short trade, a long and a short here. Let's see, what do we get on the long? Now, the long is a no trade. The short just triggered in. So we'll follow this short. So in the short trade, and that stops and reverses. That's going to be, I believe, a 6th trade exit. And I can see what we had here. That one was too fast. That was filtered. I would have to say that one's too fast as well. That was a full stop out, but it was too fast to execute. Short was too fast. Long was a full loss. This short was a target 1 plus trail. I'm going to say we're probably still a little negative. This is going to be a full loss. That's 3. That's a target 1 win is 4. This is a target. Let's see, was this one? Yeah, that one was too fast to trade. That one was too fast. The short is 5. So the long is actually a stop and reverse. Too fast to execute. So we're at 5 trades with a small loss on that one. Whoa. That was oh my goodness. We did that. Then we get trade number 6 here. 1, 3, 4. No, too fast. The short actually gives us trade number 6, and that's a win and a decent trailer. So that's good. That should get us positive. Take 6 trades, but we do get positive on a very active market in the YM. Soybeans coming back to a stop out at 9.98 1/4. Targets 1, 2, and a trailer slightly less than target 1. So we pick up 11 and 18, 29, 11 to, so we pick up 9, 20, 38 ticks, 9.5 points, $470, $75 trade on 4 positions. Pound Aussie picks up a long trade, goes through target 1 and target 2. I'm not keeping up with the charts very much, but just too fast to keep up with all of them in real time here. This is kind of times that you focus on one chart and stick with it. And what do we have on unleaded here? Before I get into the current, where we are currently. All right, that was a get in sync full loss. That was our 57, 114. That's right. Down 78 or 118. No, I'm sorry, 88 or 118. Short trade. Stays in. Stays in. Finally gets target 1. For another 36. Our trailer is at 426. And that's where we are. Need a target 2 for target 2 traders. That'll definitely be. Well, actually, yeah. We're definitely going to need more. Probably need more anyway. 36 from 88. 52. Entry was 443. 17 ticks so far on the trailer. Now 108 and 78. So actually down 42, not 52. Target 2 is 56. So we're going to need target 2 plus something on the trailer to get target 2 positive. We're going to need a trailer to get just be almost to target 2 to get target 1 positive. Still in the short. I'm going to put this up on top of the YM so we can take a look at the micro NQ, see how radical it's been this morning. Actually, let's put this over top of soybeans. So we keep soybeans as kind of a standalone. I'll go back and look at micro Russell shortly. Okay, target 2 hit on the pound Aussie. Looking for target 3. Getting close to the trailing stop there. trailing stop at 1054. And now 1057. I would be tempted to hold the 1054 till it breaks through that 200 EMA. And unleaded stops out at 406 from 43, 37. Yeah, 37 ticks. And it did get, yeah, it got, so 37 and 56 is 93. So we're down 15 and in a short. Target 1 is close to break even. Both methods are close to break even. Target 1 is worth 33. We're down 32, so that would definitely do it. No, that's right. We were down 32. No, target 1. Yeah, 42. We got 37, so down 5. So we just need a break even, or a little bit more than a break even trade here. All right, unleaded in the short trade. Pound Aussie did stop out. That's a one and done session for the Pound Aussie, getting 3 targets. Not quite making target 4, but stopping out at looks like 1061. Our entry at 1031, 30 pips on the trailer. Targets gave us 17, 28, and 38. And that's 45, 75, 83, 113 pips this morning. Trading 5 positions. No. Still had 2 positions on for the 30, so it's $45, $75, $83, and $60. So 143 pips. Micro NQ is in a nice trade. Unleaded pushing down toward that money management level. Let's take a look back at Micro NQ and see where we are there. We wait our 4 minutes. Looks like it's going to be pretty fast. There's target 1. So target 1 traders are going to be POQ on this trade. We just need 8 ticks to get POQ for target 2. 8 ticks on the trailer. Assuming we don't hit, that's assuming we don't hit target 2. If we hit target 2, we're obviously going to be in a power quitting trade. This will put us positive. We can get just a few more ticks. Wow, Micro NQ is moving, moving rapidly. You know that things are moving pretty quick when you see seconds on the timeline. On the time axis. All right, there's our start time. Right there. Yeah, 7 seconds to this bar going up. So that's a no trade. Then three seconds to target. No, yeah, three seconds to target 1. That's a no trade. Even 4 minutes after open, it's still rocking and rolling. 48. Now this one you can't. This one's going to be a stop and reverse. You definitely would have gotten in it. Stop and reverse is going to be a get out. You're going to mark it out. 6 seconds. Maybe in that, maybe not. I'm taking one small loss. I'll assume that's a loss for purposes of just playing with it. Unleaded, going through all 4 targets. So both target 1 and target 2 traders are going to be positive. Currently trailing at 341. Unleaded shakes off an initial loss. No, that one's too fast. Another one's that's too fast. I'm going to say that one's too fast. It came to the last down bar all at the same time and then went back up. Took 18 seconds to go back up, but I'm just going to assume that was a no trade. Long 34, 35, 37. Yeah, definitely a long no trade there. Looks to me like micro NQ just wasn't tradable this morning. And there's a wick on the bar at 8 seconds. I'm going to say this one's going to be in. And it's a break even. Oh well. Just 7 seconds to the close of the bar. Probably in that trade. And just a break even anyway. That's 4 trades, 2 break evens, 2 small loss, and a full loss. 18, 10 seconds and to the stops, and it's a no trade. 46, 55, 9 seconds to a full stop out. Nope. 13 seconds to a full stop out. That one's going to have been too fast, I'm sure. The first 2 bars were same second. Ten, 20 seconds to there. 5 seconds to the last up bar. In all likelihood, you didn't get that trade. That would have been, and I at this point I would be leery of trades coming back. I would wait for them to pull back and then go forward as fast as this is moving around. Make sure it doesn't just pull back immediately to stop. So that's a no trade. This is obviously a no trade. 26. Yeah, 4 seconds. Spike to the entry and then to the stop, and that's a no trade. Yeah, 3 seconds. 3, 19 seconds, but all of that is in that last bar. That's a no trade. Long didn't trigger the short. 34 to 36. Yeah, 2 seconds. 11 seconds to there. Nah, that's a no trade. No question. This one, is it still 47, 47, 47, 48, 49? Yeah, that one's too fast. Straight up to the money management. Short trades 54. 1 second. Yeah, 3 seconds to money management. Nope. We're 201. 7 seconds to there. 6 seconds to there with a slight wick, so it did pull back to the entry. Maybe in this trade. Ends up just a break even. Well, no, actually, it hit target 2 right on the nose. Possibly a win. This is not a session I'm probably going to participate in, would have participated in. Win coming back to a actually stop and reverse. $11 seconds on that bar that spiked in. I would bet that spiked through, went up, started to go back up. So I would basically have stayed in the long on that. Still going to be at the break-even stop. So that one looks like it would have actually gotten up, picked up target 3, and stopped out here on the trailer. So that would have been a solid win. So that's trade number 5. There's a wick. 35, 49 seconds with the wick. Probably in the trade. And that takes a small stop and reverse loss. I'm willing to bet, yeah. That's one of those mark it out and you get a pullback. Now you get a pullback at 4 seconds, somewhere after 4 seconds. Yeah. And then it takes, another 11 seconds to get back up total, to get back up here, possibly in that long. Actually, the short trade would have been trade 6, so that would have just been an exit, market out exit, and you're done. Probably a slightly negative session, but that session was so fast, I don't think I would have been trying to participate in that one. So many trades that we couldn't even think about trading. Unleaded finally comes down for a stop out. Definitely a positive session for both target 1 and target 2 traders. I'll put that back over top of the micro NQ. So what time? Yeah, it's time for our 10 o'clock crude session. Okay, crude's in a long trade that's... Wait a minute, let's check the time. Almost time for the session anyway. Yep, we're in our session. Nothing there yet. So let's follow this. It's trailing out. Nope, stayed in. There's a short at 19. Very small trade. Targets 2 and 3. Target 1 is too small. And it looks like it did trigger. Just touched the entry, which also stopped out of the prior trade. So, yep, definitely in the short. Soybeans missing out on the short trade. Didn't become valid trade until it had pushed through and hit target 1, so that was a no trade. We were already finished anyway. Crude not looking good. Crude was full stop out. All right, waiting for a second trade on crude. We'll go back and look at what happened on the micro Russell this morning. Volume micro NQ have been so rapid and haven't had a chance to move back and forth between charts. Okay, there's market open. Obviously, that trade is too early. That one goes to stop first, it looks like. 8 seconds to close that bar. That's a valid trade, I would say. That ends up being win number 1. And should be a stop out right about there. Doesn't quite get to target 4. So 1 win. That one's definitely too fast. That one's probably too fast as well. 5 seconds up to money management. Four. 5 seconds to there. And come back to an entry. Possibility we're in that one. If we did get in it, it's a win. Because you have the wick back. But you went. Let's see. How was it? We would have had to go one tick beyond. I would expect to close that bar. Yeah, just one tick was. That's going to be a no trade, I suspect. It would have had to turn back right at close. So I'm going to take that as a no trade. Possibly a win, though, if we're trading it live. 12, 13, 14, 18. Nope. That one's definitely too fast. Two, 8, 6. 6, 10, 10, 11. That one possibly could be in. Took 6 seconds to get to the first bar close. So 8 seconds to the second bar. Probably not the way that this market is moving. It's definitely avoidable on the short. Yeah, 7 seconds from setup to down beyond the stop, so that's definitely avoidable. Excuse me. Hmm. 11 seconds to right at the stop. Chances are that one's avoidable. Chances are very high that's avoided. Yeah, 8 seconds to well below the stop, again avoided. Here is a trade that looks like probably is in. Yeah, definitely in this trade. Break even. Well, yeah, break even trade. So I have a win and a break even. 2 trades almost 10 minutes into the session. But how many have we gone by that weren't tradable? Long trade on crude. Now potential stop and reverse on crude. $32, and that triggers very small loss, so it won't circuit breaker the session. Yep. Actually, it is. That's more than half, so that actually should circuit breaker the session. I'll go ahead and follow this one. Money management's at 21, so we're good there. All right, crude in the short, if you're following this one. Trade number, this is the third trade. And this is the final trade of the session. Whatever the outcome. All right, crude, money management, and oh shit, not nice. Actually, that is a stop and reverse exit to end the session. That's a full stop and two stop and reverses for the three sessions in the trade. Crude not doing well today. Two losing sessions. And we're still not through with the micro Russells session. Still not through examining it yet. Yeah, we said that was a break even. A short, 34, 12 seconds to there. I would say that one's very likely avoidable. I would certainly be trading this one as rapidly as this is moving back and forth. I wouldn't try to get in with it coming back down. I would wait to see if it hits the stop before getting in, or at least wait for it to get back for short above the entry. Don't try to enter on the pullback. So long. No, that one's too fast. Short may have a chance. 5 seconds, but then we have a... Yeah, we're definitely in this trade, and that gets target 3. So that is win number 2. Win, loss, break even. 2 wins, a loss, and a break even. So that is positive. There's another long setup. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds. Nope, you're not going to get in that one. Unfortunate. 3, 5. Long bar, but there again, I'm not going to try to get in on the pullback. Not that with that close. As volatile as that market has been today. That goes to money management 2, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a no trade. It went to money management too fast. This is a bigger trade, but 24, 25, 27, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, still 5 seconds. 6 seconds and it's passed. Okay, nope. $10 seconds on this one, so we're in that one and we take a full loss. Oh well. So we have 2 wins, 2 losses, and a break even. One more trade. Long is avoided. No, it didn't touch the entry. We get a new short set up. Okay, we should be in that trade. That's going to be win number 3. the final trade of the session, getting about almost a target 2 trailer. So positive session, but boy, that was like micro NQ, just really tough to try to trade. So that will end the session, folks. Questions or comments? That's all of our charts. They're done. Mixed bag this morning. Really volatile session. Unleaded, pound Aussie, YM all got positive. Soybeans got positive. So 4, and I would say the micro Russell got positive. So with that, I don't see anybody putting anything in, so I will call it a session. We will see you tomorrow. Regular session at 9:30. Crude oil inventory at 10 o'clock or 10:30. And of course, Friday of next week, not this week, is Good Friday, which is a bank holiday, so no trading then. But we will have a regular session this week, regular sessions next week. See you then.